Okay, we have two games to preview. An AFC East pairing and an NFC East pairing. They're both happening today. I previewed the Jets game versus the Bengals earlier this week, so go take a look at that if you haven't seen it yet. But we have Buffalo versus Miami, and we have the Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys. Okay? Yes. I'm looking down because I want to make sure I get my notes right. By the way, if it's your first time here, if you're a football fan, welcome to the channel. Please smash that subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. Okay, and please hit the like button if you enjoy the content, too. I want to continue rocking and rolling now that football season's underway. And baseball season's kind of heading towards the final stretch here. And if you haven't seen my baseball channel, 161 River Ave, go take a look at that as well. I'll plug it down in the description below for you. And but I thank you either way. Now, Bills versus... the Bills are a 5.5 point favorite in this game. Okay, the Bulls are. The Bills are a powerhouse in the AFC in football. Not only the AFC East, in absolute football, they are Super Bowl favorites. But they're a little beat up right now too. So there's a chance that Miami could capitalize on that, and Miami's looking good too. And Tua, he's playing well, and they've got some weapons. So it's just going to be an interesting game. It really is. The Bills also put Micah Hyde, who's one of their top safeties, on the season-ending injured reserve. I think it's a neck injury or a spine injury. And Von Miller even said this too. He's been on Super Bowl teams before that had been bludgeoned with injuries, so he's confident some guys, that are reserves and backups. Well, your second guy will step up enough so that there's not much of a gap or a difference between the starter and the guy who's backing him up. So Von Miller is confident in that. I'm pretty confident in that too. They've drafted well. They've signed well. So I think they're in a good spot. But this is the chance for Miami to try to capitalize on this. So and they're going to put their own hot defense against the offensive firepower of the Buffalo Bills. And as you know, they have Josh Allen, and with a ridiculous, receiving court, running court, everything. I mean, really everything. And it's going to be really hard to stop him. I mean, what else can you say about him? You got Stephon Diggs, the elite wide receiver, and that duo themselves is enough to stop teams. But then you have Miami, who has they have their own power duo of wide receivers. They have Tyreek Hill now, formerly of the Chiefs, and Jalen Waddle, former Alabama running wide receiver. So crazy power duo. So, but I think Josh Allen still has a little bit of an advantage over Tua. Obviously, he's looks like one of the best quarterbacks in all of football, one of the best football players in all of football, and Tua's still working his way up there. And but I give the over/under on this is 53 points. So, and my prediction is going to be a 31-28 win, a close game, but a 3-point win by the Buffalo Bills. You let me know what you think. Now let's pivot over to the Giants-Cowboys, because this one will be fun as well. NFC East versus NFC East. And while these guys beat each other up, the Philadelphia Eagles will continue to get better. Quietly better, but they're a dangerous squad too, so I would not be sleeping on them. The Giants are actually 1-point favorites in this game, and the over/under is 39.5 points. It's going to be televised on ESPN at 8:30 p.m., so be on the lookout for that, Giants fans. And what the good thing is, the Giants have their two top pass rushers. Azeez Ojulari, if I don't pronounce that right, my apologies, and Kayvon Thibodeau are supposed to be back tonight. So the Giants went 2-0 without these guys. So pretty good. That's a good thing for them. And they have a tough job. They really, really do with the Dallas defense, especially Micah Parsons, who's been just bludgeoning people. So Evan Neal and the rest of their offensive line is going to have to really stand up here and try to stop this kid who's been relentlessly attacking offensive lines and quarterbacks. So, and he alone has been like almost offsetting or balancing the offensive losses that the Cowboys have gone through this year. I mean, we got Michael Gallup, you got Dak who's out, and even was it Tyron Smith, their left tackle. I mean, these guys are out, and this Micah Parsons is just bludgeoning teams alone, which is crazy. But I do think it's going to be that's going to be probably the bigger challenge for the Giants and Micah Parsons. So, but at the end of the day, we need more offensive consistency from the Giants. It can't just only be the Saquon Barkley show. It's got to be more than that. But at the end of the day, I think that my prediction is going to be 2017 Dallas. I hate saying it, but I think Dallas is going to eke this one out. And again, I just like the Bills game, I think it's going to be a close game, like a 3-point game. Could it go another way? Sure. But I don't see it happening. But you guys let me know what you think of these games. What do you predict these games are going to turn out to be? Do you have different teams winning? Do you have the same teams winning? Give me some feedback in the comments. And again, if you know what to do, if you don't want to miss this stuff, I'm going to be putting out consistent football videos all year on the Jets, the Giants, and the Bills. So if you're a New York fan, you know where to find it. Talk to you guys later.